Welcome to Exam Sale. This script walks you through the Juniper JN0-1300 syllabus so you know what to study and why each area matters. The JNCDA exam is split across 6 domains with exact weights to guide your study time. The domains are VXLAN EVPN 26%, IP Fabric 18%, Data Center Interconnect 16%, Data Center Automation 16%, Data Center Design Considerations 12%, and Data Center Security 12%. Expect a mix of hands-on labs and conceptual scenarios and plan your study hours according to the estimated learning time for each domain. VXLAN/EVPN accounts for 26% of the exam and is rated hard with about 35 hours of study recommended and hands-on plus conceptual assessment types. You will learn the EVPN control plane including the BGP EVPN address family, EVPN route types 1 through 5, and how route targets and route distinguishers are used to segregate and advertise tenant information. Study Ethernet segment identifier functions, MAC learning and advertisement processes, and ARP and ND suppression techniques that reduce broadcast traffic. On the data plane side you will master VXLAN encapsulation and headers, VNI to VLAN mapping, roles of L2 and L3 gateways including centralized and edge-routed bridging, Unicast gateway designs, inter-VNI routing considerations, and MTU planning for encapsulation. IP Fabric covers 18% and is medium difficulty with around 20 hours of study and a scenario-based assessment format. This domain teaches design of scalable underlays using Clo fabric principles and spine and leaf topologies, including when to use 3-stage versus 5-stage designs. You will plan oversubscription and blocking ratios, understand east-west versus north-south traffic patterns, and choose between scale-up and scale-out approaches while managing redundancy and limiting blast radius. Underlay routing protocols are also covered, so study eBGP and iBGP options. Private as numbering, OSPF as an underlay, ECMP path selection and hashing, BFD for fast failure, and loopback interface management. Data Center Interconnect is 16% of the exam, hard in difficulty, and needs about 25 hours of study with conceptual and scenario-based assessments. You will learn DCI architecture and methods such as over-the-top models and gateway-based DCI designs and how EVPN DCI works with seamless VXLAN. Study stitching versus integrated routing approaches and compare data plane options like MPLS versus VXLAN for long-haul connectivity. The syllabus also covers failure domain isolation between sites and how to design gateways and stitching points for predictable recovery and scalable multi-site connectivity. Data Center Automation represents 16% and is medium difficulty with about 22 hours of study and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. This domain focuses on automation frameworks and APIs starting with Juniper Apstra and intent-based networking concepts, and extends to zero-touch provisioning workflows for new devices. You will use Ansible for configuration management, Python and PyS for Junos automation, and work with REST API and netconf operations for programmatic control. The syllabus also includes telemetry and streaming analytics so you can automate monitoring, verify intent, and close the loop on continuous assurance. Data Center Design Considerations is 12%, rated easy, and requires about 15 hours of study with conceptual and scenario-based assessments. You will evaluate physical and environmental planning including space, power and cooling calculations and rack layout decisions such as hot and cold aisle containment, study cabling options, transceiver choices, device form factors, and port density to match performance and growth needs while keeping high availability at the physical layer. Environmental monitoring standards and site preparation guidance are included so your design is both reliable and deployable. Data Center Security also represents 12%, is medium difficulty, and takes roughly 18 hours of study with scenario-based assessments. Learn how to design secure multi-tenant environments using VRFs and VNIs and implement micro-segmentation to contain east-west threats within the fabric. The syllabus covers firewall insertion and service chaining, policy-based routing for security traffic, techniques for securing the management plane, and MACsec for link layer encryption when needed. These topics will help you balance tenant isolation, performance, and operational simplicity in a production data center. That wraps the syllabus overview for the JNCDA exam. Use the domain weights and estimated study hours to build a study plan. Focus hands-on time on VXLAN, EVPN and DCI, and practice automation and fabric design scenarios for the rest. Good luck with your preparation and exam success.